All right, guys, our next card is one of my favorites because it's just simple and stunning, and it's really easy, so I like that. All right, we're going to take a 3x4-inch piece of the beautiful printed paper. This truly has got to be some of the prettiest paper that Stampin' Up! Has ever come up with. Look at, it's kind of a shame that we're going to cover that up, but look at how beautiful that is. And that beautiful pearlescent shimmer to this cardstock sure is gorgeous as well. Now, in the directions, by the way, I forgot to mention this in the last card, I have a picture with all of the die cut pieces you need to make all of the projects in this class, and I hope that is helpful for you. Sometimes I think it's easier to just do all the die cutting right away and then go do all the stamping and assembly. So hopefully that will help you. We're going to take and start with our gray granite card base, which again, this DSP really made me fall in love with gray granite because it's one of the colors obviously featured in it, and it's just so pretty. So I've adhered a 4x5¼ inch piece of Whisper White cardstock. Now I'm going to pop up my panel here, and look at it is kind of a shame to be covering this up. So don't hate me. Don't hate me, paper. I love you too. I love this side of the paper. It's so pretty. But we will just give that a good popping up. And then I'm going to stamp my sentiment on a tag. I love the tags that came in here. There's 2 sizes. So I've cut one of each, the smaller and the larger, smaller in white, larger in gray granite. And we'll stamp our same sentiment from our last card in gray granite ink. That's actually the only stamping on this card. Now the other part of this bundle that's pretty amazing is the coordinating framelits that go with the bundle. They are gorgeous, and we're going to adhere this first. We're going to need a couple die cut pieces to finish this card off. All right, so first of all, I've die cut 2 of the vellum leafy branches and 2 of the Whisper White branchy branches. Those are my official terms. I apologize. Okay, now to do that, what I'm going to do is kind of put a couple layers of fast fuse on each end of this. You can use snail, whatever you prefer. And then I'm also going to kind of pull these apart, and I'll show you. I think it works pretty cool. So I've got this sticking out a bit on top there, and then I'll do basically the same thing, but on the opposite end down here. And then when I pull these apart, I can kind of get a little bit more coverage from these leaves because I didn't want them just all backed up on one another. So there's that one. And then if I take and use my scissors, grab my scissors and kind of snip that center piece off, then what I've got left is just like a two-pronged leaf. Okay, so I'll stick that one behind there. And likewise, we'll do the same thing here. We'll just cut this off. And then we've got our 2 little pieces. So I've got one kind of coming down here, and then this other one going over here. And as long as you kind of cover up that little part where we ripped it off, it works just fine. So isn't that pretty? Oh, so gorgeous. I'm thinking if you had a Christmas wedding, this is so what I would do, or a holiday season wedding. Oh my goodness, so pretty. All right, I'm going to pop this up, and I'm going to put a few dimensionals on here because I want to cover up some of that adhesive I put down. And I've kind of got a lot going on here, so I want to make sure that the dimensionals are sturdy enough to hold it all up. Then I'm just going to pop this up on my card, and that's it. It's so pretty. You could really make this card, and actually we're going to do kind of a similar version of it, but in some different colors a little later on in our class. But you could do this in so many different color combinations, but isn't that just gorgeous? Oh, I love this one.